Next, we'd like to discuss the reports feature of accounting. If you go to accounting and click on the reports button, this feature will open up, which is basically like a report screen where you can run all kinds of reports on your accounting data. Basically, we categorize the reports in 3 different categories that are right here. The first one we call income and spending, and this is just line by line report of all the income and the spending, meaning all the deposits and withdrawals as they occur. And of course, you customize that by selecting other choices in here. Then the second type of report is spending by category. Now this one is not line by line with all of the transactions, but it's more of a report that's got group totals that are grouped by a category. And the third one is spending by payee, and that one's also group totals grouped by payee. And of course, for all of these three types of reports, the choices that you make in here will make a difference of what kind of a report you will get out. Let's give you a simple example in here. Let's go with income and spending as a report. That means line by line all the withdrawals and deposits. You can choose all the accounts that you want to include, or the ones that you want to exclude you can throw out. Let's say we'll clear this list and we'll just do our business account. So we'll just add our business account to this report. All the possible categories are fine to stay in here. All the possible pays, let's say it's fine, even though you can take some out in here or have just one or a few or all. And then the date range of the report, let's just come up with some date range. Keep in mind this may look a little silly, the dates in here and the amount of data that we have. It's just just a little bit of data that we entered for testing purposes. So now we'll go ahead and run this report by clicking the calculate report button, and that's our report. It gives us all the transactions that fit this criteria, all meaning withdrawals and deposits that fit this criteria in here. As you can see, we have quite a few, and in contrast to that, I'd like you to see how the other type of report looks like. Spending by category, I'm going to go ahead and select that one and keep these settings the same. So we're basically running the report on the same data. It's just a different report, so you'll see how it looks like. Calculate report, and there it is. So it's basically the same data, but what this one does is it groups the totals into the groups that are the categories. Now the third one, spending by payee, is going to do a similar thing. It's just going to group totals by payee as a group. There we go. As you can see, these are the payees and the totals by payee. Now another interesting thing that we should mention about the whole accounting feature is that a lot of people like to use it, and we of course encourage it as a customer tabs or customer accounting, or as some call it popularly, customer credit or in-store credit, where you give credit to your customers, where they you just run a tab on them what they owe you, and you can run that tab or that customer credit in here in accounting. It's perfectly set up for that. You can create an account. Let's say I'm going to go ahead and click add in here to create an account. The account name can be the customer's name, let's say John Doe. Okay, and the withdrawals and deposits will be the spending and then the payoff that they do in your business. Let's say John Doe today is going to make a general purchase. Let's call the pay in here business, as in our business, that's where they're spending the money. Category, I don't know, let's just call it tab, as in customer tabs, whatever. In memo, maybe you can put briefly what they bought in case they don't remember buying it later or something when they need to pay off the tab and they're questioning the tab, or you can leave it blank. Um, let's say the amount is, I don't know, let's say they spend $65.28, right? So negative balance in here means they owe you money now, $65.28. So they rack up their tab, they keep on getting transaction after transaction after transaction. When you decide it's time for them to pay up or whatever, that's going to be a deposit from John Doe, let's say, right? The name of the customer, category, I don't know, tab payoff or something. And maybe they're going to give you like $200. So that puts them like in a positive balance now of $134.72. So now they have $134.72 to spend before they owe you anything. Or maybe some businesses want to do it where, they'll deposit money first, never letting them go into negative, and then they can spend it over time, and so on and so forth. So the interesting thing about this is also that, it doesn't stop you from taking care in accounting of all of your accounts, business accounts and accounting, and taking care of your customer tabs. You can do all of those things all at once, and of course you separate everything in reports. When you want to take reports, you say which accounts for, and so on and so forth. So you can use accounting for those two major purposes, customer tabs or customer accounts, and your own business accounting.